What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time watching, my name is Tyler. I'm a college student making videos about health, career, college, personal development, and Andrew Yang. So before I get into the topic at hand, I just want to first say and congratulate Andrew Yang for absolutely rocking that fourth debate Tuesday night. And I also want to congratulate us, the Yang Gang, for getting topics such as automation into the minds of Democratic viewers all over the nation. But anyways, today I'm going to be talking about hashtag Ask Andrew, the 10-hour Q&A session that happened last night, and why exactly hashtag Ask Andrew will completely explode Andrew Yang's campaign. So in case you're not on the same page, essentially at the conclusion of the fourth debate on Tuesday night, Andrew Yang announced that he will be holding a 10-hour Q&A session through various social media outlets Friday. And this is completely unprecedented in history. It doesn't really seem like that big of a stretch, but in the past there's never been any presidential candidate to have hold a Q&A session online for his supporters to essentially ask questions and really just pick at his brain. And this is really a testament to how confident Andrew Yang really is on his own views. And while that is one reason why Andrew Yang had this Q&A session in the first place, to really distinguish himself from the other candidates, there's an even bigger reason to why this Q&A session was so important. And here is why. So to give a little bit of context, you have to imagine the entire presidential debates as a online marketing funnel. So in an online marketing funnel, there are 4 stages that people go through. So the first stage is awareness. So really just having your product or message or whatever it may be known to the masses. This stage is all about driving as much attention, awareness, and traffic to whatever your idea may be. Then there's step 2, the interest phase, where you are now developing and cultivating the curiosity and interest of your idea in those viewers. Then stage 3 is the influence stage, where this is where you pretty much just lay out all your guns and hammer them with all the ideas you have, all the potential support of those ideas, and really position yourself as, at the very least, someone with authority and really portraying a message that people can essentially relate to. And then the last stage is the conversion phase, where you essentially answer any objections or doubts that they may be having, address any particular specific matters that they may be concerned about, and of course, convert them. So if you've watched any live webinar from any online guru out there, whether it be Tai Lopez, Tony Robbins, or what's his name, Grant Cardone even, first you hear about the webinar they're hosting either through a YouTube video or a Facebook ad or a link that your friend sent you, whatever it may be, aka the awareness stage. Then you click the link and are presented with numerous information about the webinar, what you may learn, and why you should watch it, aka the interest phase. And now that you're interested in the webinar, you book a schedule, and when it comes on, you pretty much hear whatever the guru has to say. And this is pretty much the influence phase. Now at this point, you're pretty much thinking one of 3 things. First, hey, this sounds like a good idea. I think I'm sold. Second, this is a terrible idea and I'm out of here. And third, which is pretty much the most common outcome, is, wow, this sounds pretty good, but I'm a little bit skeptical, and if I can get this one thing, if I can get one thing answered, then maybe I will be sold. Now pay attention to what happens next. At the end of any quote-unquote live webinar, the speaker pretty much has laid out all of his ideas, and then they ask, any questions? In other words, they hold a Q&A session to answer those objections, to answer any doubts, to kind of solidify their idea and really sell them at the individual level. And of course, that is the conversion stage. Now ask yourself, why is a Q&A session so important? Well, again, the sole purpose of a Q&A session is to answer any objections or any doubts that people may be having about a product, course, offer, idea, whatever it may be. And really, this is something that so many online gurus out there use when they try to either sell a course, sell a product, a membership group, or even a presidential campaign. And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that Andrew Yang's campaign borrowed this concept, borrowed this online marketing webinar concept, and repackaged it into the form of a presidential campaign debate. Yang's campaign was essentially at the final stage of the marketing funnel. Okay, he was at the conversion stage. Okay, so with Democratic debate viewers as his audience, Andrew Yang was essentially at the final stage of the marketing funnel, right? The conversion stage. So now I'm going to explain Andrew Yang's campaign strategy between the last two debates as a marketing funnel. So first stage, awareness. Andrew Yang, during the third debate, announces in his opening statement that he's going to hold a contest to give out 10 freedom dividends to whoever visits his website and signs up for his contest. People who are just tuning into the debates or just checking online news, who may or may not even know who Andrew Yang is in the first place, then hear about this contest and are like, huh, chance to win $12,000? Why not? See, because with a contest like that, pretty much every rational person is logically gonna sign up for the contest. So that is how Yang's campaign drove awareness and traffic to his website. Okay, so now we have a ton of people signed up for his email list who are on his website. They know who Andrew Yang is somewhat, and now we're entering the interest phase. So since they're on his website after signing up on the contest, some of them start reading his policies on his website. Others do some more research on YouTube and watch some podcasts that he's been in. And another group of people just keep hearing about him on the news, wherever it may be, just week after week. Now flash forward to earlier this week. After a month of just being bombarded by Andrew Yang policies on the news, the Yang Gang on social media, Yang's email campaigns, YouTube videos, podcast appearance, news appearance, such as on The View, a good amount of people are now somewhat interested in hearing what he has to say. And mind you, this is people that literally haven't heard of him in the past. They just signed up for his contest a month ago. But now they want to hear him live and in action at the debate stage. You know, kind of see what he's really made of, right? Like, how can he carry himself in a debate? And I know the Yang Gang can definitely hear me out on this, but when the debate comes on, I'm literally just waiting for Andrew Yang to get a moment to actually speak, and the whole time I'm just thinking, all right, okay, when is Andrew Yang gonna talk? Oh, he should talk about this. Okay, now he's saying something. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, so this influence stage is really about Andrew Yang building credibility as a person that is fit for office, as a person that can actually handle himself in a political debate. And of course, the fourth debate airs. Yang is no longer the least spoken candidate. Instead, he actually absolutely crushes it. Questions about automation and the future of this country in regards to technology are actually brought up because of the Yang Gang's vast support. And Andrew Yang really delivers on this debate and shows that he is a worthy candidate and people should take him seriously. People know what he has to say. Some people are convinced, but others are still not quite there. It could be because of specific questions in their own situation, any objections or doubts they might have about his policies. So at the very end, of course, and like the online marketing genius that Andrew Yang is, at the end of the fourth Democratic debate, during his closing statements, Andrew Yang announces that he's holding a 10-hour Q&A session all day Friday that aired, of course, yesterday. Now this brings me to the next point. Why was the Q&A session so long? So essentially, when we think of the conversion phase in an online marketing funnel, you want to plug in all the holes you might be having in your proposal. So you can imagine a bunch of different holes as representing the objections and doubts people may be having about Andrew Yang. I don't know why I use that analogy, but pretty much he wanted to answer as many questions as he can and answer as many doubts as he can so that he can convert as many people who were on the fence as possible. And not only by answering those questions is he winning over those people who are on the fence, or the people that he called that donated to his campaign, but due to the law of reciprocity, people who tuned in are now more likely to vote for him. Now, if you don't understand the law of reciprocity, I'm going to explain it quickly like this. So imagine you and another person are walking into a mall. The ones with the two sets of doors. So now imagine that the person in front opens the door for you. As a result of the law of reciprocity, the guy opened the door for you, and now you are more likely to open that second set of doors for him. That is essentially the law of reciprocity. So basically, since Andrew Yang has gone out of his way to hold a brutal 10-hour Q&A session for his supporters, we feel like he has done a favor for us, and thus we're going to do a favor for him in the form of either donating, voting, or really just supporting him and hearing him out even more. It is so genius what Andrew Yang has done, because it's so shockingly similar to what those online gurus who are selling $2,000 courses do in order to actually convert and make thousands of sales. And I think this was perfectly timed, as this is the point in time where the average person is starting to tune in and kind of listen to news about the Democratic primaries as the election nears about a year from now. And with this new conversion of Andrew Yang supporters, Yang is well positioned to win even more support into the new people just starting to tune in. Because, like he mentioned in that Q&A session, the hardest part is done. Going from 0% to 4%, that is the hard part, and it's now over. So I cannot wait to see what Yang's campaign pulls next in the November debates. I'm super excited for the future of this campaign. I'm super proud, and I'd like to congratulate the Yang Gang for getting Yang this far. And lastly, hats off to Madison, a text banker for the Yang 2020 campaign, who gave me a coupon code for this shot glass I was gonna buy from the Yang store. I decided not to buy it last minute because I'm like, I don't know if I want to pay 14 bucks, but then she gave me a coupon, so it was $12.50. I'm like, what the heck? That's really good remarketing, that's really top-notch retargeting there. So yet another evidence of Yang's campaign being full of marketing geniuses. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like to support the channel. That would go much appreciated. I apologize for the music in the background. Hopefully it's not too loud. I live right next to a frat and it's homecoming week, so what do you expect? Subscribe if you want to see more videos about college, career, personal development, and most recently, Andrew Yang, because I'm going to be rolling out more videos by Andrew Yang for pretty much the next year. And hit the bell to get these videos right to you. I'm super excited to see what happens next in the future and what I'm going to cover next. Next week's video might be pretty interesting if I make the one I'm thinking about right now. But anyways, keep on grinding. Peace.